how do you build an ecosystem ROAS? It is 3 steps, okay? 3 steps, and this should ideally take you, depending on how long it takes to pull data from your systems, it's less than half an hour worth of work, okay? So, number 1, go to your store. Go to your source of truth on how you see revenue, right? So, this is, for most people, their Shopify or their WooCommerce or something like that. Go there and understand how much money did I make each month for the last 3 months or last 6 months. Okay? Now I'm going to write this down on a little sheet here on my paper, but for you all watching Clubhouse or even the people on the screen, don't worry. You're going to see all this stuff. I'm going to take pictures of it. We're going to be fine. So if I understand that I've made, let's say, 10,000, I'm not even going to worry about writing this stuff down. That's bad visuals. Let's just do this. If you can understand how much money you made each month for the last 3 to 6 months, that's your first column in an Excel spreadsheet. Now, the second column of this Excel spreadsheet is go to your Facebook or to wherever you're spending money. Google, Pinterest, Snap, it doesn't matter. It's not Facebook specific, and it's not even digital advertising specific. You should be doing this across all of your efforts because your finance department already is. Go to that and understand how much should I spend in each month, right? So maybe my Facebook ad spend was whatever it was last month. Let's just say last month I made 10,000 in revenue. My Facebook ad spend was 5,000. My ecosystem ROAS last month was a 2x. Now Facebook ads might say I had a 5x or might say I had a 1.3. But your total cost as a factor of your total revenue was a 2x. That's the number that's actually important for your business. Do that every month so you can understand what these things are. So if we're having an Excel spreadsheet, it is 6 rows, December, November, October, all the way up to the last 6 months. And then column number 1, Shopify revenue. Column number 2, total media spend. Boom, there's your ecosystem ROAS. Now, you right there already defined your source of truth. That is the only thing that actually matters. Regardless of attribution, regardless of daily, anything that's going on. That's the only thing that matters. How much money did you spend and how much money did you make? This is also a reason why delayed attribution is bullshit. Because your December number might be continuing to go up in Facebook, but it doesn't mean you made any more fucking money in December than you already did. Because that check is already written. Those bills are already paid. Those paychecks are already cut. There's nothing more that you're going to do today that's going to raise the amount of money that you saw in revenue 3 weeks ago. So it doesn't fucking matter. Now, we have to get to our ROAS multiplier, which is a primary thing that is sort of the biggest function of this. So, the ROAS multiplier is simple. Let's go to Facebook. Now, we've seen 28-day click, 1-day view for a long time, and they're going to go to 7-day click, 1-day view. And now everybody's saying, well, it's 7-day click, 1-day view. How am I supposed to see all my results? What if it takes somebody 3 weeks to fucking respond? It doesn't matter. Those are all bullshit worries that don't actually affect your bottom line for your business today. And the people that are primarily affected by that are ad agency owners that are not building their business on being honest with their customer. And you as a business owner don't give a fuck about the revenue that Facebook shows for 3 weeks ago. That's December. That's Q4. Your taxes on that are already factored. It doesn't matter if you go from a 1x to a 4. That's not increasing the revenue you saw in December. That revenue is today. So we're going to focus on real business objectives, not vanity metrics inside of some media buying dashboard. So let's go to our default reporting model. Let's say it was a 28-day click. Let's do all 3 versions. So now we're going to do column number 3. 28-day click, 1-day view. What's our revenue show per month? So now we're going to do the last 6 months. What's our revenue? Now this is where it gets fun. We're going to do the same thing, but go off of a 7-day click, 1-day view and show that revenue. And you know what? It's going to be a little bit less. And that's okay. That's 100% okay. And now while you're doing the revenue, the last thing is let's go to your 1-day click revenue. Okay, now we're going to understand, and that's going to be even less. But you might find, especially if Facebook is the lion's share of where you get all your money, Facebook might show $30,000 in revenue for December, but your store only saw 22 grand. Well, how the fuck did that happen? And it's because money that you made today is being attributed back to some media spend 3 weeks ago, and you're not actually able to realistically rely on the results that the Facebook platform is showing to you because of all the other business practices that we just talked about. In addition to that, that also impedes our ability to make decisions. And if we have more than one platform, you're going to see, well, email showed 10 grand in sales, and Google showed 12 grand in sales, and Facebook showed 28 grand in sales, but my store only showed 42,000. Well, those numbers don't fucking add up. And then you're going to have this problem of, well, we got to figure out attribution and all this shit. You don't. Those are vanity problems for people that are not worried about legitimate reporting. People that are not worried about being honest with themselves or their clients, or business owners that don't understand. And I'm not saying that this is a problem. I'm saying this is ignorance that people have, that I had before I understood all of this stuff. And I understood all this stuff because I've worked in billion-dollar brands, and I've worked at, I've helped support like the local fucking barber shop and people spending $200 a day. So like, this isn't just if you're a huge business. This applies to everybody. And this, hint, hint, is how businesses that spend $100 million a year in advertising, this is how they track stuff. And I learned it from those brands. One of my former bosses was a vice president at Got the Ranker, and she schooled my ass in everything and humbled the fuck out of me because I was worried about my 28-day click ROAS on Facebook. And she said, I don't give a fuck about that number. What did you make for me today? Because she was a business person, and I was somebody worried about my vanity. Moving forward, we now have the 28-day click one-day view number. We've got the 7-day click one-day view number. We've got the one-day click number. Okay. Now, let's figure out, let's do a little bit of formula stuff. Really simply, we've got a couple more rows. The only row that really matters at this point is now we're going to say percentage of revenue. So next to that 28-day click one-day view, we're going to have a column that divides the 28-day click one-day view by the overall Shopify revenue for that month, okay? Sorry, somebody just left a comment. Thank you. So here we're going to now understand, on a 28-day click, what's my percentage of revenue? Now, especially if you're running multiple channels, the percentage of revenue is going to add up to over 100, which means it's fucking useless information. So you do that on the 28-day click, you can do that on the 7-day click, and you can do that on the 1. Now, plenty of people will say, well, this journey just takes, 3 days or 7 days or 3 weeks for someone to make the decision. And that's fine. What we need to understand is, what is the value of our money that we spent today versus everything else? Because we know our overall spend and we know our overall revenue. If last month was a 2x ROAS for us and our business goals are 1.9, then it was a good month. Who gives a fuck if the one-day click ROAS is a 0.8 and the 28-day was a 4? We actually spent, say, 5 grand and we made 10 grand. We have a 2x ROAS. That's the only number that actually matters. And some of that revenue is going to come from mobile, from email and SMS, and some's going to come from, Google Ads, whatever else. And you should be measuring all of these things. But now we come down to the final set of data. So you're going to understand percentage of revenue. And I'm showing you this because you got to understand what's actually valuable information, okay? So it's actually valuable information is how much did you spend this month and how much did you make this month? And now you can say, okay, well, what is my target ROAS, for instance? What is my target ROAS on a one-day click? Well, now I know. And I'll tell you this. I've spent a fuck ton of money at a 0.8 ROAS on a one-day click, and that netted out to a 2.5 or 3x ROAS each month. Because somebody might have bought on day 3. Because somebody might, come in through email and buy 2 weeks later. Because I don't give a shit about all that other revenue. I'm just focusing on what is the thing I can control. And the thing that you can actually control is one-day click data inside of Facebook. Now we get into, well, you can do 7-day, you can do all these other things. Yes, you can. You can ask Facebook on top of all the other infinite shit that you are begging for it to accomplish inside of its algorithm to then predict human behavior over the next week. You're going to lose that gamble. It's going to be a lot of fucking work. Or you can focus on I'm going to give you a $500 today. Or I'm going to give you $200 today. Or I'm going to give you 50,000 today. I need you to bring me back X in return. And I know that if say it's a 0.8 today, it's going to turn into a 2X on my month, then my goal is at 8.8. Now, remember when we talked about our primary KPI, our number one most important thing is to get that 0.8 to a 0.9. Because what's going to happen over 28 days? And so what's going to happen to our overall thing? Because we're getting greater efficiency at the front end of our customer journey, we're going to see greater efficiency at the back end. So if our 0.8 equals a 2, a 0.9 is going to equal 2.1, a 2.2 or more. And as we get better quality customers in, because we're focusing on getting people that are likely to buy today, regardless of wherever they are in the customer journey, if it's the first time that we're touching them or the 20th time that Facebook's retargeting that individual inside the customer journey, we're spending money on people who are likely to buy today, our retargeting efforts are going to become more efficient. And because we're getting more efficient inside the platform, the likely buyer that we're going after at prospecting is going to be a higher efficiency customer. So instead of spending $50 to acquire the customer, maybe we're getting for 48. And if the entire ecosystem is a 48 buyer and we just try to shave off everybody over 45, we're going to continue to get more and more efficient. Which means our dollar is going to go further and further and further on a one-day click, which means our actual month-over-month ecosystem ROAS is going to look better and better and better with respect to what Facebook is contributing to the bottom line. That is what actually matters. Literally everything else that somebody's going to talk to you about is smoke and mirror bullshit. And I'm just saying that as somebody coming from $100 a day accounts to $50,000 a day accounts to $1 million a day accounts. When you talk to actual business owners, what's most important is how much should I spend today and how much should I make today. And what's more important than that is, was this month better than last month? Because then you can start to understand, well, what is the next 3 months supposed to look like? Did I beat my projections or not? And most people that I talk to that are running Facebook ads have no fucking clue what next month is supposed to look like. They don't even know what their goal is for next month. Their focus is how I scale my ad account. And my response to them is, well, what is your percentage of media coming from retargeting? What is your overall ecosystem ROAS? What are all these other numbers? And they're like, well, I'm waiting to see what my 28-day click looks like. And all of those metrics are a waste of your time. They're good to know to make a sales pitch to try to achieve your value. And if you're a media buyer working for somebody and your customer, your client wants to know all these figures, you can tell them. It's simple as this. You've been measuring in miles per hour, or you've been measuring in miles or in Fahrenheit. I'm going to give you results in centimeters. That's it. You've been measuring by huge, big spectrums that are not very exact. You've been going, by the pound. I'm going to give you results by the ounce. Because everything is measured by that. Your Google can be measured on a one-day click. Your Snapchat can be on a one-day click. Your Pinterest can be a one-day click. Your Facebook can be a one-day click. Your email can be a one-day click. It is the unit rate of measurement for every media that is digital on the face of the fucking planet. And it's really easy for me to say, I spent $50,000 this week and I made $100,000 this week. That's a 2x global ROAS. That's all that matters. That is your solution to this iOS14 blocking results and my Facebook reporting not necessarily being accurate and all this other shit that doesn't fucking matter. Now, the last piece of this is how do we make it actionable? Because data is only good as how actionable it really is. So how do we make it actionable? Very simple. We've mapped out our total spend. We've mapped out our total revenue. Let's do one more thing. Total number of sales. Okay? So total number of sales at 28-day click, 7-day click, 1-day click. And from that, we're going to be able to see what is our cost per sale. Okay? And maybe you don't have total number of sales. Maybe you just want to go to cost per purchase. That's fine. Because now, say our cost per purchase is $45 last month on a one-day click. And that resulted in a 2x ROAS in our ecosystem. Okay. What's our goal next month? It's one of two things. Spend more money at that $45 CPA, or get that $45 CPA to be better than 45, 44, 43, 40. Those are the only two objectives that we could possibly have. Every other decision is built around, will it accomplish one of those two objectives? If you're more complicated than that, you're wasting your time. So you understand, this is my primary objective, this is my measurement on a one-day click, this is my ecosystem ROAS. How do I improve whatever my number one objective is? Every decision needs to be adjusted against this North Star. And if you can get your business down to that simple by removing all the, smoke and mirrors and all of this other shit that people are talking about, then you're going to be in a good place.